This was not pre-planned, but after some calls, I decided to go to the other side of the world. I see something, I see a handsome soldier. I see myself remaining when all of you are gone. And the reason that I paint you in my paintings, and the reason I record the sound of your voices. No one walks away from this battle, from the power. It's so strong, like a fury, like a fury. Keep that fury deep inside you, and wish it to end. And when your friends start asking you why, you just say nothing. The beautiful and the sensitive and the oh so very young. We are adapting to your silence. I can live here without you. At least I'm learning, but I cannot live without your song. From what I can tell, I need to be here. You say someone's looking for you. Ooh, nothing is wrong. Well, I can and I will go on. No one walks away from this battle, from the power so strong, like the fury. Keep the fury deep inside, then wish it to end. When your friends start asking you why, ooh, you just pretend. Oh, say nothing, except no one walks away from this battle, not from the power. Ooh, it's so strong. Well, still I will try. Keep the fury deep inside, and wish it to end. And when your friends will tell you why, you just say nothing. Oh, no one walks away from this battle, from the power. It's so strong. It's a battle.
Pascal clinkers are my favourites. I love the tangy, fruity flavours and the smooth milk chocolate coating. Don't know why they call them clinkers though. Sounds more like a crunch than a clink to me.
What's your favourite, Pascal?
Clinkers.
The new 1.8 Nissan Exa. Is it a Targa? Is it a coupe? Or is it a cabrio? Absolutely. The new 1.8 Nissan Exa. It's out of the ordinary and out of sight. Nissan know how. Building the right cars for Australia.
Some things in life appear to be good, like Grandma, but they're really bad. Like the toasted muesli she eats, it looks good and fills you up, but it's high in fat. And fat is bad. Like Grandma. Kellogg's Just Right is just as satisfying with its wheat bran, oats, rye and sultanas, but it's 10 times lower in fat, and that's good. Kellogg's Just Right. Not too heavy, not too light. And that's no fairy tale.
You can't keep them away. Not when Kmart's offering up to 50% off in their clearance sale. Everything from denim jackets and parkas to golf putters. End of season stocks up to 50% off. Electric blankets, bath towels.
I'm 50% off.
Sensational store-wide discounts that can't be missed. All up to 50% off in Kmart's clearance sale. You can't do better than Kmart.
There's one bank where as little as $500 on term deposit will earn you up to 12.25% interest. So the longer you leave your money in this bank, the more it will grow. Which bank?
Next on 9, Deborah Rappin, Joel Higgins, Stephen Collins. Threesome, tonight's premiere movie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ready, go. 1.
Sunday night, the singular screen sensation.
It's not going to be like other auditions.
A Chorus Line, the movie, starring Michael Douglas.
Let me dance for you.
Young dancers who'll give their soul for that one break.
Don't dance.
The man who breaks them.
Why did you leave me?
And the woman he loved. For the first sensational time on television, A Chorus Line, Sunday, 8:30, here on Channel 9.
Hell of a day.
The best time to find out that Nissan Skyline wagon has a remote tailgate lock release and a split-fold rear seat, and Falcon and Commodore do not, is before you sign on the dotted line. Test drive Skyline wagon with Nissan's new 2-year warranty.
Tuesday, a small group of healers are tackling AIDS head-on.
And so the important thing is that we live every day as if it were our last.
AIDS, an Extra Dimension special, 10:45 Tuesday on 10. Michael Kuzak, a lawyer with a conscience.
I may not always believe in the client, but I have to believe in the system.
He'll pursue justice, even if it threatens his own job. LA Law premieres 8:40 Thursday on Channel 10.
Hello, dear. Can we come in? Anyone home?
Oh, no!
Coming. Hi, Dad. Mum. We surprised you, love. Cup of tea.
Oh, thanks.
I've got a bed pal.
Hey?
How lovely. That explains why you overslept. It's great. I feel really terrific in the morning.
Bed pal.
Come and see. There. Look.
Bed pal.
Wool Rest Bed Pals are made with an exclusive fleecy weave process. You'll sleep more soundly on a deep cushion of shaggy, fleecy, pure wool and wake refreshed.
Comfy.
Healthier sleep naturally.
Must tidy up in here, love. Don't worry. I'll do it later.
This Monday, this Tuesday, and this Wednesday only at Suzanne, there's 20% off everything. That's 20% off this, and that, and this, and that, or this. So if you can see yourself in this and that, we'll see you at Suzanne. This goes with that at Suzanne.
John might have got to know us about the time he'd saved to buy that first car.
He'll never forget that day or that brotherly reminder just before he turned the key.
Got your RACV insurance? The RACV's been a big help along the way. All those extra services, and they still keep their insurance rates reasonable.
That's why RACV insures more Victorian drivers than anyone. And today, RACV insurance goes beyond the road to house and contents insurance, trailer, caravan and boat insurance, even RACV life insurance. So before you turn this key, before you turn this key, before you turn this key, and before you turn another day older, turn to RACV insurance.
No matter what you're doing, you can always rest assured that the RACV's on your side to keep you well insured.
RACV Insurances.
What does a caring kangaroo do?
She shops at SSW. Save this week and every week at SSW. You'll save on Chum dog food varieties at just 59 cents. Peter's original ice cream varieties are down to just $1.99. Flora margarine is just $1.19. And Glow fruit drink 6-packs are reduced to $1.19.
So what does a caring kangaroo do?
She shops at SSW. SSW. Takes less of your time, takes less of your money.
Katie's New York Classics. All knit line jackets, $78. Glamorous jumpers, $48. Fully lined wool mixed pants, $40. 90% lamb's wool suits, $58. And tailored suits that make you look $1 million. Katie's New York Classics.
There's only one thing more miserable than a little kid whose nose is all stuffed up, and that's a big kid who's all stuffed up. So if you've got little kids and big kids, you should keep Otravin in the house. Otravin is available in a measured dose nasal spray for adults and a measured dose for children. Otravin gives the whole family relief from stuffy noses for up to 10 hours. And unlike some antihistamines, Otravin is unlikely to make them drowsy. Otravin, it could be a mum's best friend. Almost.
This is your club, the Complete Drivers Club. That teaches you to drive, gives cars the once-over to make sure you buy a good one, then helps you take care of it. The club with finance and insurance for your car, boat or home, and just about any other service you can think of, with branches in all the right places. The Drivers Club. That helps with holidays, here or overseas. With touring advice, bookings on travel and accommodation, and great holiday savings. And heaven forbid if your car breaks down, our membership fee of under 10 cents a day gets you going almost anywhere in Australia. The RACV, you'll need us one day. In fact, you probably need us right now.
A good investment is like a stream. It starts as a gentle trickle and grows into a mighty river. Invest in one of Scottish Amicable's savings plans. And in time, you could have enough to buy a boat, pay off the house, or just relax and do anything you like. Ask any advisor about a Scottish Amicable savings plan today, because a Scot is very canny when it comes to investing your money.
G'day, Gordon!
Good on you.
If you know the name Meter, you'll know you make nothing else but outstanding, state-of-the-art copiers. Unlike our competitors, Meter, all we make are great copiers.
It's rained every day since we moved in.
Cheer up. 6 months from now, you'll love it down here.
It's lonely at first moving interstate.
To say how much I care, I just called to say I miss you.
Hello? Vanessa! Hi! It's a crazy gang! Oh, it's so good to hear your voice. I was thinking about this. Where are you? Get up. What a day. Mum, can you fix these for me?
All right, if you can chop up some veggies and heat up the wok. Mum, can you check my algebra? Oh, all right. If you'll take those beef strips out of the fridge and put them in the wok.
Oh, good, you're home. Look, apparently we both need to sign these.
Oh, really? Could you put on some noodles and give the wok a stir?
Mm-hmm.
How was your day, dear?
Mummy, Cindy and me are hungry. Can you cook dinner?
All right. If you and Cindy set the table.
Okay.
Don't wait for me.
Meat shortcuts. They're so easy you don't even have to be in the kitchen.
Nice dinner, Mummy.
It was nothing.
New recipes every week where you buy your meat.
You can colour your world at Bossie's this week. With men's bright-coloured mix-and-match tops or bottoms, just $9.99 each. Or ladies' bright-coloured sweatshirts or matching track pants, only $9.99 each. Men's colourful bold print sweatshirts, just $14.99 each. Ladies' lovely pastel print tops, great colours, only $14.99 each. And kids' bright-coloured sweatshirts, just $7.99 each.
Colour your world this week at Bossie's.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day a Wednesday. Chop wedge! Night wedge, sand wedge, chop wedge. Everywhere a witch wedge. Chop wedge! Get ready, get set. On the wedge of your seat, you're gonna get your wedge worth. Chop wedge!
Peter's Chalk Wedge, the value wedge worth, now in new cherry too.
It's a wide wedge. It's just out wedges. Go out and get your wedge worth. Chop wedge! Go out and get your wedge worth. Chop wedge!
Only Malaysia offers you a whole new exotic world where giant tops spin and colourful kites soar. So come for the sun-drenched magic. The fun's all here.
cars, you Cadillacs, Lincolns too, Mercury and Subaru, and you don't stop. You keep on eating cars, and when there's no more cars, you go out at night and eat up balls where the people meet, face to face, one to one, dance cheek to cheek, toe to toe. Don't move too slow, 'cause a man of Mars is through cars, he's eating bars, yeah, wall to wall, door to door, hole to hole, he's gonna eat them all. Rapture, be pure. Take it to a good soon, on straight away, penetrate, and you'll be singing in the rain, and you don't stop that body rock. And you don't stop to punk rock. But now you see what you wanna be. Just have your party on TV, 'cause the man from Mars will eat up bars where the TV's on. But now he's gone back up to space, but he won't have to hassle with the human race. And you hip hop, you don't stop, just blast off, shoot shot. 'Cause the man from Mars is doing cars, he's doing bars, and now he only eats guitars. Get up! Good evening. Thank you all for coming out tonight.
Jimmy Stewart sings.
That you could ever care for me.
Hank Aaron hits his famous home run again.
Grace Jones makes the scene in Cannes.
And the Karate Kid takes the stage with Robert De Niro in New York.
It's really the kind of work I like to do.
Those stories and a whole lot more for Thursday, May 15th, 1985.
No.
Whoops, sorry about that. 1986. From our anchor position in the shadow of the Brooklyn Bridge, this is Entertainment Tonight. a clear view of the Brooklyn Bridge today, but up above, it's a little on the cloudy side. Hello, everyone. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm Rob Weller. Although the weather here may be not all that great, at the Cannes Film Festival, the sun is high in the sky. Our reporter on the scene, Barbara Hauer, today explains how an attractive actress there becomes a femme fatale.
For a woman to be noticed here in Cannes, she's got to be either beautiful or talented, and preferably both. Why a woman has come to Cannes also affects her impact. Loretta Swit isn't selling anything, so hasn't merchandised herself. Ursula Andress isn't peddling either, but takes a more public stance. Kiss of the Spider-Woman Sonia Braga has to put forward her best face as a judge in the festival competition. Charlotte Valandre, touted as the new Brigitte Bardot, didn't bother with the lipstick she wears in The Red Kiss. To tame the beastly paparazzi, Charlotte rampling flirts and charms, as she did on film in Max Mon Amour. Another way to make a big splash in Cannes is to be tall, dramatic, and tardy, like Grace Jones, whose movie Vamp is advertised here as not just another nightmare. Sitting here on the terrace of the Hotel du Cap in the south of France, the Mediterranean to one side, a worshipful European press on the other side, what's the message in all that?
It's what I've always wanted. I'm doing what I've always wanted to do, so I'm not surprised at my success. I mean, I have worked very hard and for very long, and at my own pace, because even if I'm late, it's the results that really count. And finally, you know, I'm very, very happy and very, very busy.
Tomorrow, I'll be back, hitting the high notes at Cannes in more ways than one.
A West Coast TV preacher who practices faith healing has come under fire from a most unlikely source, a magician. Eric Burns has this report from Hollywood.
Television evangelist Peter Popoff has been accused of making fraudulent and misleading charges about faith healing. The accuser, James Randi, a professional magician who works under the name The Amazing Randi, and who has made a kind of secondary career out of debunking the supernatural. Not long ago, Randi appeared on The Tonight Show and demonstrated how Popoff knows the names and problems of people in his audience.
I'll tell you, when you've got something that's real, the devil can't stop it. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Hallelujah.
Is Peter Popoff a faith healer or a phony? The TV evangelist has tens of thousands of followers, but according to The Amazing Randi, there is little about Popoff that's amazing.
He's going around hallelujahing and praising the Lord at the top of his lungs. He was just too much to resist.
In the New Testament, Peter was followed around by a magician, and I guess now in 1986, Peter Popoff is destined to be
Jerry Reed.
On The Tonight Show, Randi played this tape in which Popoff calls out names, an address, and a medical problem.
I just believe that God is going to burn those cataracts off of your eyes right now. 34788 Foothill Drive. I tell you, the angels of God are round about your home. Oh, just take those glasses off and put your eyes. If you've got cataracts, if you've got glaucoma, I want you just to put your hand over your eyes as I pray for these precious ones. Sister, you've got eye problems too. Take your glasses off, lay your hands on your eyes. Right now, Jesus. That's it. That's the anointing of the Holy Ghost.
Then Randi played the same tape with the audio transmission he intercepted from Popoff's wife backstage to a hidden earpiece the evangelist wears.
Reed, is it Reed? Jerry Reed?
It's a woman. She's praying for her husband, Harold.
Who is Harold?
He's got cataracts.
I just believe that God is going to burn those cataracts off of your eyes right now.
They live at 34788 Foothill Drive.
34788 Foothill Drive. I tell you, the angels of God are round about your home. Oh, just take those glasses off and put your eyes. If you've got cataracts,
she's got eye problems too.
You've got glaucoma. I want you just to put your hand over your eyes as I pray for these precious ones. Sister, you've got eye problems too. Take your glasses off. Lay your hands on your eyes. Right now, Jesus.
Well, we're going to put a new disclaimer on our program that says that's where the FCC is going to help us word it so that it is plain. But I don't feel that the people in the audience or in our crusades are misled at all.
Only one out of the 30 we interviewed believed that he was getting some sort of cueing, and that person thought that he carried the healing cards that he filled out in advance around in his pocket.
Do you mean to tell me that thousands of people, week after week, support an organization like ours and cram the biggest arenas in the country when they're not being helped at all?
I think the guy can probably afford to go on in business like this just as long as the suckers will keep sending him money.
He's trying to discredit everything when, in fact, people are being touched. People are being blessed.
Popov told us, in appropriate language, that he considers the Amazing Randy a blessing in disguise. Not only has he now appeared on Entertainment Tonight, but 2 network magazine shows are preparing pieces on him. Thus, Popov says he's gotten publicity he never would have gotten on his own. Back to New York.
Ralph Macchio, best known as the Karate Kid of the movies, opens Sunday night with Robert De Niro at New York's Public Theater for a limited run. The play is the much ballyhooed Cuba and His Teddy Bear. Tickets sold out in 3 hours. Many waited in line all night. Amidst all the excitement, Macchio found the time to talk to Mary.
Ralph, Cuba and His Teddy Bear officially opens on Sunday, though I know you've been in production for a couple of weeks. What was it like for you when you got the call that you'd be working with De Niro?
Well, it was, I guess, more than quite exciting. It's rewarding in all areas. It's really the kind of work I like to do.
You have Karate Kid 2 opening in June. Where does it pick up?
Karate Kid 2 picks up, actually it starts off right after the first one ended, you know, but then it jumps ahead a couple of months and deals with Miyagi and his problems back home in Okinawa, and his certain things with his father is ill, and he has to head back to Okinawa to settle family matters, and Daniel finds himself a ticket on that plane, like the movie Magic, he's on that plane somehow.
When you take a break, what are you going to do?
After I got done with Karate Kid 2, I was sure I was taking a couple of months. And then, you know, Robert De Niro knocks on your door, and it's time to go back to work, you know. But I just like to take some time, maybe with my family, my friends, and just relax and put things back into perspective. It's certainly nice to be working in New York, though. I'd love to do that, always.
Well, it's great talking to you. Good luck with the play.
Thank you.
We'll be looking forward to the movie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, too, Ralph. Back to you, Rob.
We'll be back with home run king Hank Aaron on TV's greatest moments in sports.
Coming up tomorrow, The Cosby Show's Felicia Rashad, Sweet Liberty's Alan Alda, and from the Cannes Film Festival, Placido Domingo. And check your local listings for the correct time this weekend as Jameson Parker signs on as guest co-host of Entertainment This Week. Also, 20 shows that changed TV salutes Ed Sullivan. Tom Cruise flies high with Top Gun. And James Stewart talks about the career and life of James Stewart. This weekend on Entertainment This Week.
That's the Brooklyn Bridge right over there. Over 100 years old and famous for a couple of things. For one, it has been sold to every sucker and rube in the country, or so at least the legend has.
For another, it used to take Manhattanites over to Ebbets Field to see the Brooklyn Dodgers play baseball.
Oh, yeah, you talk about baseball. Of course, the Dodgers have long since moved to Los Angeles, but New Yorkers still have the Mets and the Yankees to root for. On April 8, 1974, all of America was rooting for the Atlanta Braves' Hank Aaron to break one of baseball's unbreakable records. NBC sportscaster Ahmad Rashad hosts today's installment of TV's greatest moments in sports.
When you think of great moments in baseball, you just have to think about the New York Yankees. By the way, this jacket, this is a real Yankee jacket. Reggie Jackson gave it to me. Now, he had some pretty great moments, but that's another story altogether. Now, the Yankees have always had great players. Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle, and the home run king himself, Babe Ruth. Well, the Babe was the king until April the 8th, 1974, when Hank Aaron took over. Aaron ended the 1973 season 1 home run shy of Ruth's record 714. He tied the Babe in early April of '74, then stepped up against the Los Angeles Dodgers' Al Downing.
The pitch was a fastball on the outside part of the plate.
When I swung the bat, I knew that if I get the ball in the air, that I had an excellent chance of the ball going out of the ballpark.
Well, any kid who's ever pitched, even back in Little League, you know the sound. So the sound kind of takes precedent over everything else. You don't have to turn and look.
The greatest thing that I ever had going for me was being able to stand at the plate, outguessing the pitcher and the catcher, crack the ball off the bat, round the bases, or slide in the second base, or slide in the third base. That was some of the greatest moments I had in this life.
Aaron finished his remarkable career with 755 home runs, a record which today looks untouchable. But as Aaron himself well knows, they said Babe Ruth's record would never be broken.
It's just a matter of time before some kid will come along and perhaps hit more than 755 home runs. Who knows? It may even be my son or somebody.
This weekend on Entertainment This Week, we'll look at the unprecedented 7-gold medal Olympic performance of Mark Spitz. For TV's Greatest Moments in Sports, I'm Ahmad Rashad.
More movies are seen at home on rented video cassettes than in movie theaters, and the gap is widening. Those are the results of a 3-year study conducted by Columbia Pictures and its parent company, Coca-Cola. The survey also projects that video cassette rentals will reach $4 billion this year, topping last year's box office take by more than $250 million. Witness is still raking in big bucks as a home video rental. The Oscar-nominated movie once again was the most rented video cassette of the week, according to Billboard magazine. New contenders to the rental throne are out this week, and Eric Burns has a video preview.
Actually, there will be 2 of us presenting video preview today. I'll tell you about 5 new cassettes for adults, and a young man named
Toby.
That's right, Toby will tell you about 6 cassettes for kids.
Toby.
Me first.
Why are you still alive? How can you live knowing what you've done?
There are 2 best bets this week. First, Eleni, the true story of a New York Times reporter trying to learn the truth about his mother's death. And To Live and Die in L.A. Now, this is more an exercise in filmmaking than an emotionally involving movie, but it's a skilled exercise in filmmaking from director William Friedkin. Also new to the video stores this week is Charles Bronson's Death Wish 3.
3 murders, 4 rapes, 9 acts of random violence. This isn't a neighborhood, it's a war.
This isn't a movie, it's a belabored theme. And here's the only movie I know of to announce its intention for a sequel in the title of the first film. Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. For kids, there are 6 new Sesame Street videos available this week, including learning about numbers. Toby says, look at that.
Okay, Jack. Okay, Dad.
Toby's opinion of all 6 Sesame Street videos? And that's it for this week. Oh, no, it's not. I almost forgot. There is one more video to tell you about for grown-ups. It's called Bad Medicine. And what passes for humor in this movie is one man giving mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to another man and being suspected of homosexuality. Should you buy or rent Bad Medicine?
No, no, no.
Couldn't have said it better myself. See you next week. Eric Burns, Entertainment Tonight.
High-flying adventure and ground-level comedy are new at the movies this weekend. Opening tomorrow, Top Gun starring Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis, and Sweet Liberty with Alan Alda. Entertainment Tonight transportation from Los Angeles to New York furnished by Pan American World Airways. Pan Am flies only luxurious non-stop 747s coast to coast.
From the streets of New York to the sound stages of Hollywood, Lisa Gibbons is with us for our daily update. Lisa?
Rob, NBC's Nightly News and ABC's World News Tonight last night admitted they'd been had by a prankster. Scott Osborne has the story on the bogus nuclear power plant that generated nothing but cement and the sparks that flew as a result.
We were had. On NBC Nightly News, anchorman Tom Brokaw was not amused. On ABC's World News Tonight, anchorman Peter Jennings was firm.
We were badly misled. We misled you. And as you can imagine, we're not very happy about it.
Both newscasts had aired videotape purportedly showing the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. In reality, the video showed a hospital and a factory in the Italian city of Trieste. The footage was supposedly spirited out of the Soviet Union by a Yugoslav tourist. An Italian photo agency called Albatross offered it to the American networks. ABC and NBC agreed to pay $11,000. No payment was made.
The power of the reactor suddenly increased.
In part because the Soviets have made little information public, the networks were receptive to the Italian offer.
We thought it was authentic. We didn't buy it because we thought it was a fraud. We had people who looked into it. It was very cleverly done, and it'll happen from time to time.
I think as a result of the Chernobyl scam, let's call it that, we are wiser, not poorer, but chastened, and I think that's very good for us.
After its sale to ABC and NBC, the Italian photo agency offered the videotape footage to CBS at a reduced price. CBS declined. Scott Osborne, Entertainment Tonight.
Tonight, for the first time on national television, there is a commercial using sign language. The 30-second spot for McDonald's appears during Cheers. For those of us who don't know sign language, there are subtitles. Nice idea. Rob, Mary, now back to you and the Brooklyn Bridge in New York.
A tribute to the enduring career of Jimmy Stewart when we continue.